क्वेश्चन 960 right. Delete columns to make sorted third है आज का daily lead code क्वेश्चन right. So you are given an array of n string all of the same length right, and we may choose any deletion indices and we delete all the character मतलब delete कर देना all the character indices of each string right. So for example, if we have a string a b c d e f and u v w x y z right, and deletion this is 0 2 3, then final array after deletion is bf and vyz right. So suppose we choose a set of deletion indices answer such that after deletion the final array has every string row in lexicographic order right. So string 0 0 हो जाएगा less than equal to string 0 1 right, so on string length minus 1 right. So string 1 0 less than string 1 1 right. So this is the input right. Example 1 में strings b a b c a and b b a z b right. So output 3 है right. This is the example right. So let's see the approach how can we do right. So we want to delete the minimum number of columns so that the remaining columns form a lexicographic non decreasing sequence for every row right. So instead of deciding which columns to delete directly, it is easier to find maximum number of columns so we can keep the satisfy this condition then subtract from the total right. So this becomes a longest increasing sequence problem on columns where a column j can come before column I if all rows satisfy string row j is less than equal to string row I right. So how do we approach right? So firstly we have to let dpi is equal to 1 right. This be the length of longest valid columns subsequence ending at column I right. And then if then the second point initialize dpi is equal to 1 right for all columns, so each column alone is valid right. For like then the third way for every column try all previous columns j less than I right. J less than I if like check if column j can precede column I by comparing character row by row. If valid dpi is equal to max dpi and dpj plus 1 right. And then next step the maximum value in dp represent the largest number of columns so we can keep right. And then fifth way the answer is total column minus max dp so we can you can see this right. And time complexity is big O m square into n and space complexity big O m where m is number of columns, n is number of row right. 1 second guys. So now this is the code right. So where we firstly put int columns string lot length, then we create a row, then we a dp right, then we iterate a dp I is equal to 1 which I teach you in a first step right. And then we int c kar diya 0 c less than then j then boolean value is true or false right. So string char less than then we valid is equal to false. If j less than c right so true right. If valid so dp लगा दिया dp math max dpc and dpj plus 1 right. And then we create a max value into gp right. And now we have to run the code right. Then we do a submit accepted right. So this is the code right. If you have any C language so you can you can write it and I will provide you right. Okay then